please. I've been asked to remind us all, not just you, us all, to put the microphone in front of your mouth. Right in front of your mouth, okay? I'd like to call for the approval of the minutes that were distributed in the green bag. Our opening reflection is Mr. Julie Edmondson. Dave, if you'd like to come up here.
Well, I woke up again today.
Amen.
So I get to stand in for my wife, whose sister from Minnesota is down, and she and her other sister that lives here in Rockford are visiting a high school friend who's in a retirement center in DeKalb. So anyway. What? Oh, sorry. More kneel down, maybe that. This is called the Magic Bank Account. The author is not known. It was found in the billfold of Alabama coach Paul Bear Brandt. The Magic Bank Account. Imagine that you'd won the following prize in a contest. Each morning, your bank would deposit $86,400 in your private account for your use. However, this prize has rules. First rule, everything that you don't spend during each day would be taken away from you. Second rule, you may not simply transfer money into some other account. Third,
Where was he?
you may only spend it. Fourth, each morning upon wakening, the bank opens your account with another $86,400 for that day. 5, the bank can end the game without warning. At any time, it can say game over. It can close the account. And you will not receive a new one. What would you personally do? You'd buy anything and everything you wanted, right? Not only for yourself, but for all the people you love and care for. Even for people you don't know. Because you couldn't possibly send it all yourself, right? Good luck with that. You would try to spend every penny and use it all because you knew it would be replenished in the morning, right? Actually, the game is real. Shocked? Yes. Each of us is already a winner of this prize. We just can't seem to see it. The prize is time. Each morning we awaken to receive 86,400 seconds as a gift of life. When we go to sleep at night, any remaining time is not credited to us. What we haven't used up that day is forever lost. Yesterday is forever gone. Each morning the account is refilled, but the bank can dissolve your account at any time without warning. So, what will you do with your 86,400 seconds? Those seconds are worth so much more than the same amount in dollars. Think about it and remember to enjoy every second of your life because time races by so much quicker than you think. So take care of yourself, be happy, love deeply, and enjoy life. Here's wishing you a wonderful and beautiful day. Start spending. Don't that's the end of the Bear Bryant's thing, but I've got one for me. Don't think about or worry about anything you can't control.
Again, tall people. Our invited guest today is Brenda, and Kate is going to introduce her. Come on, Brenda.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I know Brenda's a little shy, so I've been working on her all day today so that she would come up to the microphone and receive the recognition that she so much deserves. Brenda is our Employee of the Month. If you do not know Brenda, I highly recommend it. She works the very important job of our guest services coordinator right downstairs at the Castletown Center. And Brenda does it all, and she knows it all, and I rely on her every single day. Don't shake your head, it's true. Brenda has worked at Wesley Willows for 8 months, and before she came to us, she worked as a kindergarten teacher and a preschool director for over 27 years. Brenda deserves the Employee of the Month recognition because she helps residents with any situation. She always goes above and beyond her call of duty to assist both residents and staff, including myself. Brenda is truly one of the nicest people you will ever meet. She always has a smile on her face. She treats people with respect, dignity, and compassion. Her coworkers appreciate her knowledge and her leadership skills. Brenda is like family to us here at Wesley Willows. She is a joy to be around, and we are very blessed to have her. So please congratulate Brenda.
Well, I just want to say how much I've enjoyed working here. Like she said, for 27 years, I've worked with 5-year-olds, so. But I'm enjoying my time here. I've learned a lot. I know I still have a lot to learn, and I appreciate your patience. There are a lot of questions I get throughout the day, and I don't know the answer to. So I'm still learning, and so thank you for being patient with me, and I look forward to continue working here and working with each of you. So thank you.
There's so much abuse of short people. And next we have someone you should know, which is Brett Erickson. Oh, he's so happy.
Hello, everybody. I think I know most of you in here. I'm Brett Erickson, the facility supervisor for Wesley Willows. I've been here about 10 years now. I started off here as a part-time dishwasher, and then a full-time dishwasher, and then a lead dishwasher. And then I started as a salad cook, and I learned that I am not a very talented cook. I pity all of the residents that had to experience my cooking, so apologies. But my day-to-day duties are basically doing what everybody tells me to do, including staff. Personal life, I have a 2.5-year-old daughter. I'm working on her not biting people. Good days and dad. But that's about it. Thank you.
And that teaching them not to bite anybody, that goes away by the time they're 7.
a lot of you here today. I'm here to remind you about the walk and wagon ride, which I didn't know we were gonna get, but apparently we are, at the Niagara Wetlands. That trip is a week from this coming Friday on June 7th, and the pickups will start from the home about 8:30. We're supposed to be out there by 9, and so I don't expect us to be out there more than a couple of hours. But if you've never been out to Niagara and you're able to walk on the grass, I hope you'll sign up and come out to see what it is. It's a large, over 700 acre tract that has been turned back from grubby land into this beautiful, beautiful wetland, including some really great prairie plants that have been put in. So I'm hoping some of it will be in bloom by the time we get there in a week. I don't know, maybe the weather warms up, I don't know. So there are some benches available to sit on as we walk, but not a lot, and there's one porta potty. So keep that in mind. So if you have any questions, I have a brochure, and there were some downstairs, but it's really a great place to go visit and go pray for a day like this. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirby. Patty? You good?
Hello, everyone. I'm here to inform you that on the first day of summer, your Wesley Willows Auxiliary will be holding the annual ice cream social. Oh yeah, I know. J&C Old Fashioned Ice Cream is going to be here on campus. And we're going to start, we're going to actually do 3 locations again this year. It worked out really well. So we'll be on the east side out there in front of Decor and More, kicking off at 12:30. And then after an hour or so, we'll be moving over by phase 1 entrance here at the town center. And that's going to be from, let's see, it'd be 1:45 to 2:45. And then we'll transfer over to our last location over by the gardens. Gazebo's wonderful area to sit and enjoy homemade old-fashioned ice cream. They're offering vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and cookies and cream this year. So, your auxiliary appreciates what you do all year long and your support with all of our endeavors to fund the Good Samaritan Fund. You asked me that last time. It is Thursday, right? June 20th. It's also the first day of summer. It is a rain or shine event, but last night I went online and looked at the almanac forecast, and that day will be mostly sunny, a high of 82.
I'd like you to know that if you time it just right, you can hit all 3 locations. Okay, new residents, Carol Edson.
Hi, I'd love to meet, it's my pleasure to meet Daniel and Pat Barrett. They have moved into a home at 4144 Windy Bridge. Dan was born in Indianapolis, Iowa. His dad was a minister, so they moved many times. His grade school years were at East Moline, and he attended a Quaker boarding school for his 4 high school years. Afterward, he went to Northern Illinois University for a degree in elementary education. He taught for 40 years in the Loves Park schools. He's also a referee for soccer at the high school and college levels, and his hobbies include performing magic shows, traveling, antiquing, and working on his family ancestry. Now, Pat was born and attended schools in Davenport, Iowa. She attended the University of Iowa and met Dan at church, and eventually they were born in a Quaker wedding at a Unitarian church. She acquired sewing skills from her mother and grandmother and worked for many years at Mary Lester Fabrics. She was also a library paraprofessional and spent 37 years working in Rockford schools. But now she enjoys reading, baking, antiquing, and does art shows, features handmade vests and jackets, and something very rare, she makes purses out of books, and we have one to show you. So you could have a favorite book made into a purse. So let's welcome Dan and Pat to Wesley Willows. Okay, and now it's my pleasure to introduce Wilfred and Erica Lozer, who have moved into a home at 4223 Urim. Erica was born in Germany. Wilfred was born in Czechoslovakia. And Wilfred trained as a carpenter and a cabinet maker. But what he did is he came to the United States at 22 years of age. But then he enlisted in the army, and guess where he got sent? He was sent to Munich, Germany, where he met Erica. So Erica had trained and become an expert on an assembly line on putting pockets on shirts. Very important. And also buttonholes. Yeah, right, we need them. And she also went to school to learn the skills of becoming a nanny, which taught her cooking and sewing. When she was 23, she met Wilfred. They married and came to Chicago. She worked at a cafeteria for 15 years in River Grove. And then they built a home in Lake Somerset and enjoyed 17 years there. Erica enjoys crocheting and knitting. She likes cooking and sewing. Wilfred enjoys raising orchids. They both enjoy their 9 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. So let's welcome Wilfred and Erica to Wesley Willows.
We'd like you all to, at the end of the meeting, come up and greet our new members so that you can get to know them and they can get to know you. Bob Ice, who's the chairman of the nominating committee, will be up next.
Before I give my report, I have to take care of one important thing. Claude, how many days till Christmas?
110.
There you go. Get your shopping done early. Madam President, the nominating committee wishes to present the following slate of officer candidates for the 2024-2025 Resident Council. Candidates, would you please stand when they... This has got a magnet on it. Yeah. So, for our president, Carolyn White. She's the incumbent and she's doing her second term. Next is Anne Boleen. She's also an incumbent and she's going to be doing her second term. Now, Ann couldn't be here today, so that you'd all recognize her. She said her high school graduation. And for secretary, Gail Holzman. Gail's way back there. That's the nominating committee's recommended slate. The resident council bylaws permit additional nominations for officers from the membership at large. Are there any nominations from the floor?
Again, we need to open the floor for nominations for the office of secretary. Looks like you're stuck, Gail. Do we have any nominations for the office of vice president?
I move to close all nominations.
I don't think you can do that until I ask about the president. Okay, are there any nominations for president?
Close the nomination.
All in favor? Aye. All in favor of accepting the slate of officers? Aye. Thank you. The slate of officers takes over July 1st, and June is for the transition of power, and I'll be giving my notebook to me. Announcements, administration.
Make sure I'm heard back there. Good afternoon. My name is Natasha McNeil, and I am the Fund Development Coordinator, working with Jeff Reinke, who's in the back, the Vice President of Advancement. Show of hands, I have two announcements for today. How many people have heard of the Peanut Butter and Jelly Rally? Okay, my work is done for most part. But for our new residents and those who may not be aware, every year the Rock Valley Pantry kicks off their spring season with the Peanut Butter and Jelly Rally. Their goal is to receive 20,000 jars of peanut butter and jelly, which will ensure that every food bag that leaves the pantry has a jar of peanut butter and jelly. Now last year, just to put things in perspective, Wesley Willows donated 521 pounds of peanut butter and jelly. This is 1 pound, so that means we pretty much donated 521 of these. All you need to do is to throw one of these or a jelly jar into the baskets that we have downstairs and on the various campuses of Wesley Willows as well as Peterson Meadows. We are also located across the street in the basement. If you want to stop by and say hello to Jeff and myself, we always love the company. The last day for donations will be next Friday, which is June the 7th. My final announcement for today, I wanted to remind everyone, which was on the screen when you came in, about this year's box office benefit. It will mark the 52nd year that this fundraising event will be in existence. We have a great committee. Some of our committee members are here this afternoon, and they're making sure to do a lot of great work behind the scenes to make sure everyone has a good time. Since the entire event this year is built around the theatrical performance, we will start the afternoon with Act 1, where you will be served with various varieties of foods, gourmet bites. The chef will prepare some appetizers, interactive action stations, and even a specialty mimosa bar. Act 2 That's basically our meet and greet with the performers, if you're interested. And finally, the day will end with Act 3, which is the performance of Newsies the Musical. The entire day will basically be at Rock Valley College, and you must register in order to attend. Please do so. June is a big month for us, our committee. Official invitations will be in your green bag. Tickets will be available online, and we will also have booths around campus. If you missed anything today, you can simply go on to the Wesley Willows online, and we'll have additional information for you there. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Michelle Nelson. I'm the Director of Life Enrichment. I have an announcement. On May 2nd, I submitted my resignation to pursue other professional opportunities. My last day will be this Friday, May 31st. I just want to say it was an honor to serve this community and the residents that live here. Zoe Sebrin, who we all know and love, will be taking over as the interim director of life enrichment upon my departure. I'm confident that Zoe will continue to bring wonderful activities to this campus. You are all in very good hands with her. I would like to thank Francis and the executive team for the opportunities offered to me during my time here. I would also like to thank the residents and my coworkers for making my time at Wesley Willows so very enjoyable. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brandon Burkle, the Director of Facilities and Grounds for Peterson Meadows and Wesley Willows. I have a couple updates and reports to share. So we've been doing our work order audits the last few months, so I've continued to do some of those and give you some totals here. So the maintenance department's been busy, always is. We had 1,236 work orders for the month of April that were completed. So I think we were up a little bit from the month before. Out of those work orders, 341 are those reoccurring work orders that we talked about that just happened on the schedule. And then 895 of those work orders are resident requested or staff requested. So those are the ones we really want to focus on and get done in a short period of time. Our averages for completion percentage were down a little bit. There's some factors in that, just renovation work and other non-work order related things that kind of come up. So we were 60% on the same day work order completion, and then 67% for that 1 to 3 days. So again, low, but there's justification for that. A couple of large projects that we have coming up that'll take a little bit of coordinating and scheduling and assistance from you guys to kind of pay attention to the green bags. So we're going to finish up some seal coating projects that we had on the docket for last fall that we didn't have time to complete. So those will be done here in June. So we're going to seal coat Embry Road from Rockton to basically the stop sign area in front of the garages there. So if you can imagine how that's going to work, we're going to have to split that in half, close it for a few days, and then reopen, and then close the other half. So there'll be some information in the green bag next week. But the dates we do have are the 15th and 16th for the north section, and then the 22nd and 23rd for the south section. So we did that on the weekend, hopefully a little bit of less traffic and less deliveries and that sort of thing will be part of that. And then also we have dates June 6th or 17th and 19th for the seal coating of the outer outer Castle Town Center parking lot. So that's the outer rim. We'll do those one day on a Monday, skip a day, and then a Wednesday. So we'll send out some information coordinating that. And then last thing to share, we have one section left of the actual Embry Road to replace. That's the actual resurfacing and undercutting and everything that we did last summer. So the upper part of Embry from the stop sign to Cokesbury will be replaced, and we're looking at August or September for that. So more information will follow once we have better dates. Any questions on any of that?
I heard a rumor that we may potentially, or there's a possibility, of enlarging the parking lot here at the town center. Is that strictly a rumor, or is that really something that may happen down the road?
The question, there was a rumor about a larger parking lot. I am not aware of one at this time. It sounds like a rumor. Oh, okay, go ahead.
I don't know if you're the person to ask or not, maybe I missed it, but the city's putting in the fiber optic cable. Is that gonna go to the residents at Wesley Willows?
The question was, the fiber optic that the city's putting in, is that gonna go to the residents at Wesley Willows? I'm not 100% sure on that. I thought it was the whole citywide, was my understanding, but I don't know for sure. They haven't been on campus yet, as far as I know.
I think the mayor said that we were included.
The mayor said that we were. Okay, well, he likes to make promises. So.
The trash cans. Are we ever gonna get all the trash cans put away?
Are we ever gonna get all the trash cans put away? So we're slowly working through that. We, because of what we talked about the last few resident councils, we've given a little bit of leeway on that, giving residents to, have some time to put those away, get organized in their garages. I'm sure there's some that just aren't gonna put them away, and then we'll contact those residents and figure something out.
Last month, I raised a question about the written documentation that everybody else in the city of Rockford got about their trash cans, how to use them. And we've not gotten it yet.
Residents have not received the information about how to use the cans. So I reached out to Rock River Disposal after resident council, and we haven't heard back. She said she was gonna get us some of those to send out in the green bag, and we just haven't received them yet, so I'll follow up with them again. Go ahead.
Are there any plans to pave that unpaved section of Embry?
Are there plans to pay the unsection of the Embry behind here?
Wraps around?
Not that I'm aware of, no, not at this time. We do have to do some regrading, yes, we know that, but not finishing off at this time. Go ahead.
The trash cans, some people have the big ones, some have the smaller ones. Why can't everyone that wants a smaller one get the small size?
That's a great question. Yeah. Why can't all the residents have the small size? We were told that they weren't available. And we've been continuing to ask the city, the council, anybody that'll listen, can we get them, can we provide them? They provide them, and nobody's given us an answer yet.
You're working on it though.
Yep.
Okay.
We are. Go ahead.
So if we are gonna keep our big cans, no problem with that, how do we get rid of the old cans we had that are small?
How do I get rid of the old cans? So just let maintenance know, we'll come and grab them. Yeah, we can get rid of them.
Okay, one of the neighbors on Westfield had a roof replaced this last week. Is there a plan to replace many more roofs?
There was a comment about some roof replacements that we did this week. We had 5 roofs that we had on our docket to replace. Those were the oldest ones, or ones we identified as in bad shape. There's gonna be more roof replacements down the road. We're at the point where we're collecting the information on how old the roofs are, what kind of shape they're in. We'll do a bit of a review and then come up with a long-term plan. So yes. Okay, thanks everybody.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Once again, I'm Nick Campbell. I'm the administrator here on campus. And thank you for having me today. I made it to my second meeting and you didn't throw tomatoes, so I appreciate it. But I guess for the joke, Katie said she was going to wear this costume. Oh. Just kidding. Okay, so for agenda today. I want to talk about a couple little things. First thing was an update on resident handbook. I know that we were kind of on the eve of getting that handbook out to you all as a new updated version, but since I have a selfish response to that, since I'm new here on campus, I wanted to put my set of eyes on it and kind of give a little perspective. And I think between Carrie, Katie, and myself, we kind of all agreed that we just wanted to take a deeper dive into it and make sure that it really reflects the current time that we're in, and that it's, you know, the best handbook possible for you all. So we're doing our due diligence, and we just want a little bit more time with that, so we appreciate your patience as we're kind of wordsmithing it and getting through that. So to be continued is what I'm asking for that update on that. The next thing was, I'll pick on Carrie again. I just wanted to update everyone that Carrie was gracious enough to move permanently into this building for her office space. And as a reminder, Carrie is our Director of Resident Experience / Services. So she's here in this facility. She was gracious to give up her office over at the Arbor to one of our nurse managers. And that would lead me into my next thing. I want to give you guys a health care center update. And when we talk about office space, we've been doing some changes, and we have some fresh looks over at the healthcare center. We have our nurse managers who are responsible for all the different units, and they are in their office space and either moved to a new space or have some fresh paint in their offices and are ready to go. So I encourage you all to visit them if possible. So Beth is our nurse manager for the Arbor. Riza is our nurse manager for Medicare A. And Ashley is our manager for our long-term care units such as Harbor Lights and Ewing and Kirk's Place. So we encourage you to come on over. As I kind of alluded, we have a fresh look. We've been doing some updating. We've been doing some painting. I thank the maintenance team because they've been instrumental in all the changes that we're making. And it's very encouraging, and we're getting great feedback. So if you haven't visited us in a while, I encourage you to do so. And come on over and we'll take you on a tour. So with that being said, I took a sneak peek at Ms. Frances Salinas' agenda, so my joke kind of is a perfect segue into that. Why is it important to always take an extra pair of socks with you when you go golfing? In case you get a hole in one. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, nice joke. Good afternoon, everyone. For those new residents who just moved on campus, my name is Frances Salinas. I am the president and CEO of Wesley Willows and Peterson Meadows. Welcome to the family. A couple of announcements that I have. We are hosting a volunteer luncheon this year. We want to thank all of the volunteers who generously donate their time to us to make sure that some of these programs are up and running. If you have volunteered on campus anytime during 2023 last year, you should have received an invitation in the green bag last week. Those of you who did volunteer last year and did not receive an invitation, please see Katie. She will be sure to send you one. We're holding 2 luncheons because we have so many volunteers, and that's a good thing. The first one is Thursday, June 6th. Second one will be held Friday, June 7th, 11:30 a.m. in the auditorium. So I look forward to spending some time with all of you volunteers and enjoying a nice lunch. Another announcement that I was asked to share with you. Sky Carp game next Saturday, June 8th. I have not been practicing. I was going to be practicing with Mr. Brett Nelson over there. We just got to get it on our schedule, Brett. So I don't embarrass myself. I often joke that my biggest fear is that I'm going to throw it, it's going to hit the ground and come back and hit me in the eye. I'm going to have a black eye. That won't be a pretty look. I also want to thank those residents who joined us for our very first Rockford Country Club / Wesley Willows golf outing. I believe there's a picture, not a good picture of me, but I want to thank all the residents that joined us for our first annual, and well, it's our first, hopefully, of the season. And I want to encourage some of you golfers out there, even if you're novice golfers, if you just want to come out and play 9 holes, we're trying to get something together. I have worked out an agreement with the Rockford Country Club. You do not have to be a member. There is a fee associated if you'd like to golf, and there's set dates. However, they did say if I want to share a different date that works for the majority, they will try and accommodate us. So please, if you are interested, see Katie, and we'll try to get another foursome or a couple more. I think we had 8 of us. Is that right, Larry? One person did bail on us, so guess who I volunteered? Yes, my husband Sergio. And he enjoyed golfing with all of you. So thank you for having him be part of your foursome there. Is Wayne here? No? There he is. Wayne, you didn't keep your promise. You were supposed to bury Sergio out there somewhere, you know. He ended up buying some more golf clubs and not happy. Not happy with that. So he will not be joining us on the next one. Costs a lot of money. The last announcement I'd like to make is the vacancy report. Good news. Sales and marketing, Melissa and her team have been very busy. We have 6 east side homes available, but all 6 of them are on hold. So 100% occupancy on the east side. The west side, coming close, we have 8 available, 5 of them are on hold. So we have 3 more to sell, and I hear that we might have a couple of people interested in those. The suites, we still have a few vacancies there, and marketing team is working hard on coming up with a plan to fill those up. Suites 1, we have 13 available, 1 is on hold. Suites 2, we have 8 available. Suites 3, we have 5 available, 4 are on hold. So only 1 more to sell in Suites 3. The Arbor, we continue to track nicely there. We have 31 apartments, 2 of them are on hold, and I'll also share with you that since Nick joined our team, we've identified some Arbor residents that needed a little bit more service, a little bit more care. They moved over to the healthcare center, so I don't have occupancy numbers for the healthcare. However, I could tell you that we are trending nicely. I believe we've doubled in our Medicare census since Nick and the team have, since Nick's joined us, and we've looked at admissions a little differently over there. So all trending nicely. I also want to wish our very own Michelle Nelson the best of luck. I'm very happy for her next opportunity. And I told her, you never know, you might see her again at some point. You never know. So good luck to you. That is all I have to report. Any questions for me? No? As you know, I will hang around if you'd like to chat with me one-on-one. I will stick around for a little bit more. All right? Thank you.
Okay, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn. Thank you. We are adjourned. The next meeting is Wednesday, June 26th. Yeah, June 26th. So we'll see you then. Thank you.